YouTube, and I decided to check out just a few headlines. And there's another end of the world theory, which there's lots of theories, on the TikTok. What would happen on April the 23rd of 2023? The end of the world theory going viral. Theories about the end of the world could happen this Sunday on April the 23rd due to a solar storm. And you can see what's happening right here. The sun is really being quite active, and I have to admit, we do got a lot of dark plasma filaments on the sun, as you can see through one video that we had done. Oh, it's been several nights ago on one of NASA's product. The dark plasma is there big time on showing up. It's showing up, and when it shows up, there is like a change on Earth that it does occur. Let me see if I can get this over here, see if I can pull it up, because I know it was a live video that we did, if we can do it. Oh yeah, it was right here. The dark plasma is growing on the moon, or the sun right here. This is a lot of dark plasma on the sun. The sun is quite active, but the end of the world as we know it, April the 23rd of 2023. Now see, this was 4 days ago. If you want to check that video out, there is a lot of activity going on. But to see that there's something still going around, and I hadn't heard of it before. Have you all heard of it? Good morning, Harma. Good morning, you all. So if we were to go over here, it says that the speculation is the supposed end of the world is centered around a very intense solar storm that could potentially unleash multiple serious problems in the world, such as a technological failure that will cut off energy of the entire world. Now, we remember the Y2K theory. That never did pan out. We thought, could the internet handle the Earth, the timestamp going to 2000? If you were like me, we were at Fort Meade, Maryland at the time, and I thought, well, I better store up some jugs of water and stuff like that. Just some jugs of water. But the Y2K came, the year 2000 came, and nothing became of it. The world went on. As you can see, I'm still here, you're still here. But why do they talk about this, you all? Why do they talk about it? Ask yourself this. Storms that are coming, and you can get on there. They're talking about a Carrington event, ultralight regions where fast solar wind gushes out into space, and things of that nature. But truly, would we see an end of the world scenario on April the 23rd? Just look at this, you all. When I typed it in, you can see they've got some right here. Now they're saying May the 21st is the end of the world. On May 21st, it commemorates the day when the apocalypse was to happen in 2011. In 2011. Now, I have not clicked into that. I don't know what that's about, you all, but surely there's been a lot of predictions about the raptures going to occur and stuff like that, because we followed some of them. I think it's really neat to see what's circulating out there, to see who's saying what, so we can keep an eye on that particular timestamp and see what they say, whether it comes true or not, or whether what we read. Obviously, we did not have the worldwide publicly announced alien invasion that was supposed to happen on December the 8th of 2022, although there was no access to the cameras at the observatories in Hawaii on that day, because we went. Oh, look at this, you all. Look at this. May the 23rd. Now we've got a May the 23rd, the end of the world right here, the end of the world day. Did you know they had an end of the world day when the apocalypse was to happen in 2011? And a radio host, Family Radio Network, Harold Camping, warned the world is approaching the apocalypse as per the Bible, and he claimed that the rapture and the judgment day would happen on May the 21st of 2011, and Christians would ascend to heaven. He declared that the end of the world would take place 5 months after that, on October the 21st. Camping said that May the 21st would be the date of the rapture beyond a shadow of a doubt. Well, He even gave a timestamp. Well, here we are. Now, I didn't know about that. That's back in 2011. And I'm sure a lot of people were all caught up in that and truly did take him for his word. And when that day came by, I don't know what happened if they looked around and they were still here. I don't know what happened, how those people felt. I really don't. Look at this, you all. Oh, let's see, look at this, you all. So this was the Matthew 24. About that day, no man knows the hour or whatever, like that, they don't. To support his arguments for the 21st doomsday, he said that he had mathematically calculated the prophecies in the Bible. Well, he was way off. He was way off, you all. Look, there was a judgment also, 1994. So I don't know if you all are seeing or hearing that there's another doomsday prophecy, the end of the world as we know it. I don't know if you have heard anything about that. This is the first I heard because I haven't really been following these. I have not. But look, something else was interesting. When I was going through here, when will the world end if not in 2023? They heard the world would end in 2023. The world of humanity as it stands will, March the 2023 is the month. I'm hearing about it now before someone calls me. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Look at this, you all. If the end of the world does not end in 2012, watch out for 2023. This is from November the 6th, 2011 through 2012, the Mayan end of days, 2012, Nostradamus. Now, I did hear someone say that the 2012, I think, was really this year, or what it was really like last year, or maybe it was 2021. It's hard to get all these dates straight, you all. Hello. We lived, absolutely. Oh, my goodness gracious. I have no need to write unto you. Look at the big something, you all. So a doomsday clock. Look at this. The doomsday clock. This is how close we are to the doomsday clock. How close we are to the apocalypse. Look, back in 2018, this is what I wanted to get to. April the 12th, 2018. Wait for it, the first April the 23rd doomsday was predicted. It's recycled doomsday, a new prediction for the end of the world, sets the apocalypse date as Monday, April the 23rd, based on a mishap, apocalyptic date. So they were predicting this back in 2018 and stuff like that. I don't think it was on this one. Let me flip this around. The end of the world, 2023. I'm not going to do this April the 18th. Let me just do April the 23rd so we can get the April the 23rd. 23rd. Let's see what happened, you all. Right here. Live science. Why are we still here? The end of the world is today. On April the 23rd of 2018, why are we still here? It's the day. It's the beginning of the end, according to the practical doomsday diviner, David Meade. Where, really, ask yourself, where is this coming from, you all, really? Where is it coming from? Okay, now this is really interesting. Planet X will destroy the Earth on April the 23rd, according to, see, this is back in 2018. Now we got 2020. Planet X, right there. It won't go away. It will not go away. They say they have debunked it. Where did they get that, you all? And then what do we have coming? We have a big shadow that is coming. We do. It's like an eclipse or something. And look at this. April the 23rd, 2018 will not bring the end of the world. It will not bring the end of the world. So let's talk about that solar eclipse. I don't know too much about it, but there's something coming. It's supposed to be like a special type of an eclipse that is coming. And we will not see it here in the United States. You'll see it in Australia they'll get darkness. They'll get darkness that occurs. And you know, it's like a round circle that's passing over part of the earth. What if it's that primordial black hole? Really, if it's a black hole, but then it would like engulf it, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But something was interesting. There was this person who had a 2023 prediction. I don't know if this is the same person, that MADDD, in the 7th century, published a dictionary of the Bible that analyzed the different interpretations of Daniel. He concludes it refers to the setting up by Antiochus Epiphanes, a small altar. It contradicts all of this. But according to this thing right here, you all, it's a long time ago. A long, long time ago, I did see this. That people are so caught up in dates, you all. They really are. I'm not one to give any prophecies like that at all, because I know not the day or an hour. I can look around just like you, and you can see the world that we're living in. And this world has literally been turned upside down. Everything is not what it used to be. And we're having to learn to adapt in order to survive, is what we're having to do. Let me see this, you all. We can look at this. Look. They once again controlled the most holy place. What are they talking about? Oh, so let's see about this. We haven't got the people who were clothed in sackcloth. We haven't got the people clothed in sackcloth, but they say sackcloth is symbolic of regret. What the two verses are saying is that the Jewish people will lose their place of worship, including the city of Jerusalem. It will be given over to the non-Jewish people until the first few hours of the Sixth Day of War in 1967. That happened, I guess. Then something else. But the prophet Daniel, the book of Revelation, and the parcellus. Does anyone know what the parcellus is? Right here. I don't know what the paracellus is. The book of Revelation and the paracellus in the 29th figure of his prognostications confirms 2020. What do we got the year 1948? Okay, 2023. How blessed shall be the hour. Let's read this, you all. How blessed shall be the hour of the prognostications of Paracellus. What is Paracellus? Celsus. Concern countries, institutions, establishments, and monarchies, you all. What is this? Most of these monarchies refer to the individual. In particular, let me see what this is talking about, because I didn't read this. A state of change that each individual can reach. The date given at the end is confusing since there's so much numerology. 43 something, you all. Could Jesus, now this says, could Jesus Christ, well, we know we haven't seen the things before he returns. Could Jesus Christ be coming back in 2023, they say? Could he? I don't think it's the real Christ if it is. But they've pointed to this year of 2023, according to this stuff right here. But the end of the world as we know it, there's many of things. The world is ending. The world is ending. Is it going to end? I don't think so. Asteroids and aliens. Look at this. Asteroids and aliens. The time traveler. Now we got this right here. March the 22nd and 2023. No, you all. Oh, look at this. Montana lawmakers vote to completely ban TikTok. TikTok is going to get banned? What is this? Asteroids, you all. So let me ask you, have you all been hearing anyone saying that the end of the world is going to come again in April? This is the month of April on the 23rd, because I have not heard anything. Of course, I don't go looking at anything like that. I don't. Is something coming? See, now look at this. The time, that's, hello, Gina, honey. So look at this. This did not happen. The asteroids and the aliens. TikTok predicts the end of the world this week. Well, it didn't happen. That was March the 22nd. But it didn't end, you all. It did not end at all. It didn't end. There was no any of this. So you have to ask yourself why. Look, not only is the federal government higher up saying motherships with the capability of launching tiny drones, well, they do have the tiny drones, could easily be lurking in our solar system, citing discovery by the Hawaii telescope of the first interstellar object. Of course, we know what that one was. See, 8,000 people did not get raptured or anything like that. No. So why are they doing this? Why are they doing this end of the world stuff? Do they want something to happen? Is there something to, if enough people start thinking about something, they can make it happen, they can make it manifest? Really think about it. Hello. You were told something was coming, but you don't know. Velvet Parker, a walk on water. Parcellus, let me see this. Was the first to use minerals. Oh, okay. Mercury, arsenic, etc., that were known as poisons to most as medicines. You heard an asteroid hit yesterday. The end of the evil world, we could only hope. We could only hope and wish people will inhabit the earth with Jesus for 1,000 years. 322, this is the year for you all. Is it really the year, Danny? The end of the world as we know it, is this the year? Because this was going around. They got festivals going around. They do. Look, CBS anchor Michelle Miller to speak at the Alpha event. Why are they having an Alpha event? An Alpha event. Why would you? The beginning, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. Let's see this. Good morning, sunset, you guys. I'm trying to see. Is there something? A meteor, doomsday, all of this stuff going to happen, the end of the world. Let's look at this. The end of the world. What will happen at the end? Will the world end? Will it bring death? They're showing something hitting the earth. They got this marked like that. Look at this. The end of the world. Wait for it. Wait for it. See, look at this. Why are they doing all of this? This is the sun. It does have a lot of dark filament on it, dark plasma on it, you all. The end of the world. Ramadan. Ramadan. Okay, we got Ramadan. We got the people still want to play their baseball, I guess. I thought it was basketball or football season. The end is near, they say. So what, is there any truth to any of this? Again, you all, really, is there any truth to any of that at all? It will not bring the end of the world. It will not bring the end of the world. Earth Day in 2018. Why did they got this doing this? I'm going to see this. Will the world end? Let me look at your comments, you all. Gina, your head has been pounding all week. I hope that your head feels better. I heard the most strangest sounds last night at going down the road when I did my last night's video. It sounded like a car. First I thought, this is a loud car with an engine, but the sound that it made, it was like a squealing like thing. And I thought, what is that going up and down the road around 2 in the morning? It was so loud and it made such a strange twirling. I thought, is there a UFO outside? I really did think that you I thought about it. Look, is there a world war? The end of the world the world end on April 23rd? Will World War III break out? Um, oh, look, this person, a biblical professor, World War III after Syria bombing. Um, they convinced themselves, it says. The conspirators have convinced themselves, is what they said. I don't know what that guy is saying. I don't even know who he is. Look, a theory stipulates that April the 23rd will mark the start of the rapture and the impending second coming of Jesus Christ. Oh, this is somebody called the... Okay, now I think they're recirculating. I really think they're recirculating, but I don't know if you all look at this. How can I close this thing up, you all? I can't read 12 stars at the date of Leo, three planetary alignments and something. I don't know anything about this. I don't. Look, NASA's lead scientist, Dr. David, said there is no such credible evidence whatsoever for the existence of Nibiru. There are no pictures, no tracking, astronomical. Do you think he's telling the truth? But what about the outbreak of World War III? With all the tensions surrounding the conflict in Syria, a third global war has become the prime fodder for conspiracy theorists as well. Well, that would look really apocalyptic, you all. It really would. I don't want that to happen. A prophet of doom. As the World War III goes, it will happen. It's likely we're going to see Damascus destroyed first. I know that things are heating up, but I haven't been watching the news. It's going to come. It's the three right now. With what the U.S., Britain, and France did, say no. I don't even know what they did, you all. I don't know what they did there. Look at this. April 2018, the rapture prediction. The God particle to destroy the universe. Artificial intelligent. So we don't know about that, you all. That's enough of that gloom and doom. So, hello. All the armies gathered together for the Armageddon. It's an old article. There's so many things that are recirculated on here. There is a ton of stuff recirculated on this thing. Yeah, that's 2018. See, it's the same things going over and over and over and over is what it is. They've done this before. They keep rehashing. They keep rehashing is what they keep doing. But why? Why do they do that? Is it to distract? Is it to distract? They did it again back then. They did it way back then, you all. I'm thinking nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen just like before. Of course, something could happen. You got that eclipse coming. I wonder if it truly is a real eclipse. That's what I wonder. Is there a real eclipse coming? Or is there some type of massive thing up there in the sky that's going to cause such an eclipse? And they're just saying it's like the sun and the moon and earth lining up. I wouldn't take the rest of the week off. I wouldn't. I would live my life to the fullest. I would do everything that I could to continue to live my life. Life is normal because you can't go by all this stuff. I remember last year, There were rapture dates. There were rapture dates, and it didn't happen. Then the rapture dates were moved up, and it didn't happen. And the people who keep spawning these things, they keep giving their predictions. If you're listening to people who are giving you dates of the rapture is coming, and the dates don't come, and then they say, oh, well, there was a change of plans, the rapture ain't going to come, why are you still listening to them? Why are you still listening to the people who are giving you false dates? You all think about it. Why are you doing it? When they're promising you something's going to happen and they keep changing the dates over and over and over again, why would you listen to somebody like that? Especially if you look to them for telling you the truth. And it don't even have to be about the rapture. It don't. It could be about other things that it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And because they've been given a mouthpiece and you listen to them and it doesn't happen, why are you continuing to listen to them? Really, why? Because there's a lot of people out there who are doing that. They are. And it gets people's hopes up. It does. Oh, wow, I get to get raptured out of here and I get to leave this place. But it doesn't happen. And you look around, you think, okay, what happened? Did I miss the rapture? Because I'm still here. The date has came and you got me all worked up for nothing. You had me scared to death, or the 3 days of darkness, because that's been going around and around and around and around you all, the 3 days of darkness, and it never comes. It never comes. Gina, are you saying that these events will never come? I'm not saying that, but I'm saying there's people out there who are given dates and times, and they're misleading people. They're leading people astray, and people are putting their trust in them. They trust them because they have a platform. They are a mouthpiece. They put themselves out there, and they reach a large audience. You will know them by their fruit. You will know them by their fruit, whatever's coming out of their mouth. Because if you keep predicting something over and over and over and over and say it's from God, and or you got an inside information from somebody who's high level up in the government or in the military, and they say something's going to happen, and it doesn't, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. I've learned not to listen to people like that. I don't listen to them, you all. I do not. I think of them as a psyops to keep you distracted from what's really going on in the world. Now, granted, sometimes it's kind of interesting and fascinating. It's kind of exciting to hear people get people all wound up. Thinking, wow, this sounds really wild. It's like watching a soap opera, watching a TV show. But then when people start taking it to heart, and they literally plan their life around it or their days around it. Some people would even sell their homes, quit their jobs. They would do it because the rapture was going to come, and it didn't come. Oh, I don't have to worry about it because I'm not going to be here. The rapture's going to come. Here we are 20, 30 years later, and they're still here. They're still here, you all. That's right. We're still here. That's the most important thing. We're still here. We didn't get taken out by the darkness. But you know what? You go ahead and listen to who you want to listen to. If you find it very entertaining when people give these dates like this, when I want to go keep a tab on it, but I don't keep that big of a tab, you can see, because I'm trying to live my life and get my house in order, get my gardens ready, get my life keep going. I want to keep living my life. I don't got time to base my life upon somebody's prediction that they're putting on here, the rapture's going to come. I'm not going to live my life on that. I'm going to keep myself busy by doing what I can on my end until the day comes and I'm no longer here. I'm going to continue to do that. I don't care what somebody else is saying on here. Should we not be aware? Oh, it's good to be aware of what's happening in the world. It's very good to be aware, because there's some things that are like, you have gangs going around beating up people. You got gangs doing that, literally beating up people, roaming the streets in a certain state, getting off scot-free, and you can't do nothing about it. This is the world that we're living in, things like that going on, and they're not showing stuff like that. Oh, no, they're not. They don't want you to know that you could be that person that minding their own business, doing your everything. You walk into, you get ready to go into your apartment, and a big gang of people come and about beat you to death and leave you in a coma, and nothing is done. Nothing. Nothing. It's totally stand down. Do not interfere. Don't interfere. Stand down. Meanwhile, they burn up the towns, they burn down the businesses, they destroy neighborhoods, and nothing is done. Nothing. This is what's going on. The evil is on the earth. The evil is on the earth. We are living in some apocalyptic end times. Okay, we are. To think that you're going to get rescued out of here, that's not what I've read. That's not what I'm feeling in my spirit. We're in here for the long haul. You're in here for the long haul. Gina, honey, I'm not gonna listen to you no more, because you're not gonna tell me that I'm gonna get raptured out. We ain't gonna have to go through that, because God would not drag his bride. Christ would not drag his bride through the mud. I didn't read that anywhere in the Bible. And I don't believe that. I don't know. No, look what happened to the apostles, the followers of Jesus. Look what happened to them. They got martyred. They got stoned to death. They had their head chopped off. Oh, they had bad things happen to them. You think you're not going to when you're not as big as the followers were, the apostles? Oh, they all suffered the persecution of the Christians and lots of other people. The evil is on the earth. The evil wants to make the earth its home. It is its home. You're living on an earth that don't belong to you. Okay, you don't. The whole entire earth. You're not promised another tomorrow. We're not. But in the meantime, we can live our life to the fullest, because we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. We don't. I don't know if the world is going to end tomorrow, according to biblical prophecy. No. No, certainly, the world as we know it has changed. Do I think something's going to happen? It could possibly happen. Anything could happen in a world that's very unpredictable, because we're not in control of it, you all. We're not. We are not in control of it whatsoever. That's right. Everything you need. He who gathered little did not have too little, and he who gathered much did not have too much. Okay, they didn't. You do what you can do to prepare for yourself and your family, and make sure you're strong on the inside. The end of the world prophecies, they've been around for years and years and years and years, hundreds and hundreds of years. They have. The rapture, it's been going around for a long time. The rapture is not in the Bible. Okay, I don't see the word rapture, but this is not about linguistics. It's not about the arguing of words. No, it's a call to prepare yourself. Be ready. Be like those 5 wise who had their lamps and they had their oil. Don't be like the 5 foolish who had their lamps and they didn't have no oil. And then when it came time for the bridegroom to come, well, the ones who did not have oil for their lamps, they went to the 5 wise. Can you give us some of your oil so that we will have enough for ourselves? They said, no, you go out there and buy from those who sell. You should have known better. You should have known better. You should have been able to look around and see the warning signs that were happening, and you should have prepared. You only had a lamp, but you didn't have enough oil to last, and then you wanted to take from those who did have the lamp and the oil so that they would not run out. You want to be like the 5 wise and 5 foolish. Pick what side you want to be on, you all. The warning signs are all around. Our world is turned upside down. Okay, it is. You got to prepare, but you got to be prepared first and foremost on the inside of you. You got to make sure you're strong enough on the inside to face what is coming, because it's here. There's a darkness here. There's horrific things that are happening on the earth and that will continue to happen. Do I think that I won't have to go through any hard times? No, that would be so foolish of me to think that. And it would be so foolish of you to think that, because you can look back on your life saying, yeah, I really have been through a lot of hard times in my life, and I had to go through them. But you made it. You made it. Are there going to be, look at the people who had to give up their jobs. You either do this or you're going to lose your job. You no longer have a job here if you do not do what we say. Well, they left their jobs. They walked off their jobs. As a result, boom, they lost their houses and everything, you all. They had a decision to make, and they didn't want to go against their conscience. And you know, I commend people like that. You don't go against your conscience. Don't do it. Don't follow the crowd. Don't. You be like those sheep gonna go off that cliff right there. You're gonna be follow them right off the cliff down to your own doom, just like that, you all. Gina, I don't believe it's coming. No, you all, we got some times coming. We got some hard times coming, but we can make the best of these hard times and we can live each day to the fullest. Okay, we can enjoy it while we can, because we don't know what's coming, but we know that something's coming because our world has changed. Is there going to be an end of the world on the 23rd? I don't think so. I don't. Gina, could you be wrong? I could be wrong, because anything's possible in this world, because right is wrong and wrong is right. And the unpredictable is what happens, because we can't even predict what's going to be the next card that is pulled out of that deck. We can't. Golden arrow, honey. You're 74, woman, and you, that's right, golden arrow, honey. Prayers for you. Yeah, you are. Some people have a hard time, and at no fault of their own, boom, they're no longer able to function the way that they could, that they used to. We got to be there for one another, you all. We got to help one another. And now's not the time to take advantage of people in their frail state. You don't go around taking advantage of people just because you can. Don't do that. No, you gotta be there for one another, and the intention within your heart has to be right. You gotta do it. Don't take advantage of people, because I promise you, it will come back on you tenfold. When you try to use somebody like that, oh, I got good intentions, and then you do a number on them because they're frail, they're in a weakened state. Don't do that, you all, because karma is a you-know-what. They call it a BITCH. But you do reap what you sow in this world. You do. Be there for one another. Look out for one another. Prepare to the best of your ability. Get your house in order. Get your gardens going. Get your food storage. Get you a bug out bag. Get prepared. Get survival mode going on the inside of you, because we're in for a very, very bumpy ride. And it's not over yet. If it was over, I wouldn't be here. No, because the internet would be shut down completely. You wouldn't be looking at me. It's not over yet. We got a ways to go. But we're doing it. We're not going to give up. We're not going to throw our arms up in the air, you all. We're not. We're going to prepare, okay? And the news is, yeah, there's a lot of negativeness in the news, but it's a distraction. But you do want to know what's going on in the world. You don't want to be walking into your apartment and then a big gang of thugs come and they beat you half to death and you're laying in a coma and the news is silent, because they're told, don't you dare report on that. Don't you dare report on that. Yeah. It's like to spread fear. Yeah. It's like people don't want to be in the city when everything falls apart. You don't want to be in the city. That's why they're going to flee. They're going to flee. What's it say about fleeing? Yeah. No, you all. That's right. I'm going to go. That's right. You will make it through, golden arrow. You will. You'll be able to make it through. You put your trust in God. Right there. Put your trust in love. God is love. Don't ever let that light go out on the inside of you. Don't ever give up hope. Keep the faith alive. Keep it alive. There's strength inside of you, much more than you realize. And that's right, you all. I'm going to go. And I got to get out there. I need to get out in the garden. It's going to be around 80 degrees today. I know I'm late doing a video. And is the rapture going to come? Is the end of the world going to come? I don't see it happening. But I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket and listen to somebody who tells me something's going to happen time and time again and get my hopes up only to bring them down and stomp on them like that. Keep doing it. Keep doing it like that. Stomping on. You build my hopes up. You tell me something's going to happen at a certain time and it's all going to get better. And then they're down on the ground, and then you literally stomp them underneath your feet. And then you say, oh, well, it's had a change of plans. It's going to happen this time. And then you do the same thing. After a while, that's called demoralization of a human population. It's a war tactic. It's a psyop, demoralization of a human population. Don't fall for it, you all don't. So I'm going to go. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, you all. Please give this video a thumbs up because it does help. It had a 111, now 1113. And you may not agree with everything I say. You don't have to. You don't. We're just trying to make it in this world. We want to keep the lines of communication open. If you got the ability to grow a garden or just like a little bitty area, you want to grow some potatoes or something like that, you all just do something. You got change laying around, spare change, and you say, well, I can't afford nothing, but you can get you a plant or something, maybe make a pot. Do something, you all, or get you some kind of survival thing, something you wouldn't want to be out without. If you couldn't go to the store, what would you not want to be without? Okay. Some people think, chapstick. Would you want your lips to be forever chapped if you couldn't go to the store again and you don't have a supply of chapstick? It's $1 for some chapstick for your lips. You could do that for yourself if you like to have chapstick on your lips. Hello there, Nierica. So yeah, you all can do it. Or matches, if you're a lighter, if you need to light something, if you had to heat up something, you can improvise. Learn how to improvise and go into the survival mode if the worst case scenario happens. And we don't know when that would happen, but we know it's going to get rough. It's going to get rough. Gina, you done talked too much. Time to get off of here. I'm going to get off of here. You